Hey everyone, welcome back. After doing a lot of digging around the house, which will probably be in one of the next videos, we thought we could really do with a better boot washing station, so here we go. So I started off by making some rough plans. I thought I'd go with a 4-brush system, one for the bottom, one either side of the boot, and then one for the toe caps. And while I was at it, I'm going to add some water to the system, instead of just having a hose pipe near the side. I also want to add some sort of boot jack to remove the boots once you've finished washing them, and then perhaps a mud scraper. We'll see. First I'm going to make the boot jack out of this leftover piece of hardwood. I'll make some rough measurements and drawings, and then we'll cut it out. Next, using a 75mm hole saw, I'll make 2 holes, one at the front to accept the heel of the boot, and one at the back to round off the base. After that, I'll mark some lines every centimetre or so, ready to cut some treads. After placing the board on some blocks, I can cut my holes. First, I'll make a pilot hole, and then I'll drill from both sides to prevent any tear out. Then, after a quick proof check of the size of my boot, I transferred the markings to the top of the boot jack. This one happened to be 11 centimetres, and we know that it tapers down to the 75mm hole saw, which should accommodate most boots. After that, using the lid of this tub of wipes, I marked the radius of the bend ready to be cut out with a jigsaw. After clamping it down, I can then make the cuts. After a final sand with 120 grit, and using the router to round off the edges, it'll be ready for finishing. The next task was to search through the Amazon packages to find the broom heads I'd ordered. 3 10-inch brooms and 1 12-inch. Using the packing from the delivery, I gave the boot jack a good coat of linseed oil. hole mounts can then be removed from the broom heads, and the damage from the screws can be cleaned up with a sander. Now it's time to cut up all the pieces for the boot wash. If anybody actually wants all of these measurements, by the way, just let me know in the comments and I can add them. After laying all of the pieces out, I sized up the fixings and began drilling all the pilot holes, ready to fix them all together. As this is going to live outside and be constantly wet, I've used treated timber and also exterior wood glue. Before fixing the back together, I needed to make sure that the brush fitted in properly. After marking the supports for the two side brushes, I could then fix the middle piece to the back. After that, I could then secure one of the front legs, making sure that the angle of the feet matched the back. And finally, the last leg. Once it's all been screwed together, I can clean off any glue that's squeezed out of the joints and then give all of the edges a quick round over with the router for a smoother finish. Next, I drilled all of the holes in the brush heads ready for them to be fixed. But before fitting them, the frame needed a quick paint. Using 2 screws, I fixed each broom head in place. That way, if over time they become worn, they can be easily replaced. And that's the main structure complete. Next, I fixed the boot jack to a mount because I want to fix both the boot wash and the boot jack to a slab. After marking their positions, I drilled the 6 holes ready to mount them. Unfortunately, as you can see, it's coming to the end of the day, but I managed to get most of it finished. And after a quick dry test, I was happy. Before calling it a day, I wanted to get all of the water pipes installed. This is just a cheap plant irrigation system from Amazon, but it will allow jets of water to flow from all 4 broom heads, which should clean boots much more effectively. All that's left to do now is connect it up, make sure it works. So there we go, the new boot washing station. Thanks for watching.